Yo, it is Monday, May 10th, and you're now tuned into the Good Company Podcast. I am DJ Guys of Princeton, New Jersey. I'm live right here with Tempo, the artist. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Yo, you already know what the vibes is. It's your boy Tempo the artist, straight out of Jersey, repping Good Company. Gaza was shaking.
Not much, man. It's another day. So real quick, about how right into this first segment. A black man was enslaved by a white business owner in South Carolina. John Christopher Smith has intellectual disabilities and was forced to work at a restaurant for over 100 hours a week without being paid for over 5 years. Bobby Paul Edwards, who was the white owner of the restaurant, pleaded guilty in 2018 for one count of forced labor and was sentenced to 10 years in prison and was ordered to pay John Smith $273,000. However, a court ruled last month that the amount should be doubled and Smith should receive around $555,000. Did you hear about this, or what's your thoughts on the situation?
So I didn't hear about it, right? But like, that's what? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, everybody always talk about modern day slavery and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, this man, the man has intellectual disabilities, meaning that on his own he really can't function normally or operate normally. So like, a lot of things you say to him, he's not gonna register and comprehend just like that. So like, he's thinking, maybe he's thinking that he's doing, a good deed by working for this man, you know what I'm saying? But he's not getting no money, and he don't really understand the concept of like money like that. So you're taking advantage of somebody that don't really know no better. Meanwhile, it's also like, you know what I'm saying? It's slavery at the same time, dog, because you forcing him to work, you know what I'm saying, without being paid. So, wow, like I'm mind blown by this, but I'm not like, it's not unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that like this shit ain't far fetched. Look at the world. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're gonna try and bring that shit back, and I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? And his family, if there's family out there, I hope that they get justice for him, because that's crazy. And I agree with the courts that his should be doubled, but he should also get time for his pain and suffering. Like, this man didn't know no better. You took advantage of that man.
I'm not sure what the whole story is. I don't know if I don't know how it got realized. Maybe he realized it, or somebody found out. Like, yeah, man, like, you feel what you've been doing. I mean, I don't know how it transpired, whatever. But end of the day, he already got the account since 2018. I mean, so you've been charged and everything. But he just went over something that came up last month, and they suggest that he get double of what he was supposed to get paid. I mean, I'm all about it. I'm all for it. I mean, just because, and then it comes out to be a white owner of a restaurant. And I mean, you have a black disabled guy working for free for 5 years. I mean, like, that just goes to you the heart of people. I mean, I don't feel like nothing much has to be said after that. If you could honestly do something like that to somebody that you know is mentally retarded, or somebody that you know with mental disabilities, if we could do that for 5 years for somebody, that just speaks a lot about you, speak volumes about the people that you work with, your family, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, so I don't think we need to really get in too deep into the situation. I feel like we know what time of top it is. You feel we talked about this on countless occasions. It's another one of those racist situations. I mean, we talk about on like more than I like to talk about. Put like that, right?
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, but that story was not a typical
Fucking,
story, and that's OD.
that's nuts, bro.
5 years. You have somebody working for you without paying them. Like, man, listen, man. Like, y'all. That's exactly what I mean when y'all find the right people to do certain things to. Now, I mean, like, that's why sometimes it's hard to find remorse for certain things. I mean, it's hard to feel sorry for certain people. I mean, when you were dealing with this kind of stuff, and I mean, like, and I just think about, what if that's my family member or something like that? Because like, that can't happen to me, because I'll be in jail or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not one of these people. I don't care about. Listen, man. Sometimes I feel like certain things is justified. If you, I'm not giving anybody. I'm not saying going out there, put the laws, take the law into your own hands. But at the end of the day, sometimes the law don't do what needs to get done, bro. You feel me? And that's just real shit. We just keep it real. You feel me? At the end of the day, sometimes I'm not saying this is right or this is what needs to get done, but sometimes I understand why people do certain things, why people risk the years in prison, why people risk their lives, get the point across so people can understand what the fuck is going on. I'm saying, because shit like this. And I mean, so sad situation. I'm happy he is getting a payout. You feel me? Like 5 years, whatever. Like, this is probably more than he would have made by working there for 5. Who knows, man? But at the end of the day, this is what I'm talking about. You feel me? Like, it needs to be more than that's not even enough. It's like, you think about it.
It's,
I mean,
it's
like,
not enough, bro. Because like, look at all them years, yo, and the mental, like, the shit that might do to him mentally. You know what I'm saying? Once he finds out, like, because honestly, he really couldn't comprehend it. So that's more.
I don't know. It's modern. That's modern slavery. That is modern day 2021 slavery, or whatever you want to call it. That's some shit that's under the table. I'm happy it came out. And just, if that could happen there, just imagine how much things are happening that are not publicized behind closed doors. Like, if we get these one or two, like we
Exactly.
get the George Floyd,
Exactly.
all these things that we catch on camera, that we catch right there in the moment. Imagine how long this has been going on. How many things we do not see. Sandra Bland has been killed, and then they took a picture of dead body and put that shit up like it's a mugshot. Like, come on, bro. That's the heart of what's going on here, man. Like,
And
people
how
are
do you
doing
put
these things.
that?
These are actually happening. And that's only one situation that got caught. Imagine the heinous things that could have happened that we did not capture on camera. That have happened. Now, I mean, the things that we don't talk about, that people don't see, the pain that people are going through, that's not publicized because they're not famous, or they're not, bro. They're going through it worse than the shit that we see on TV that we happily catch. People out here that's going through the worst shit ever. Know
That
what I
really
mean?
be the shit though, because it'd be like if you ain't got the bread, like nobody's gonna see what's going on, and like that's crazy because people be going through like the wildest shit sometimes, and it's like, yo, if you don't have a certain amount of capital, if you ain't in a certain like level, you feel me? And like your story might not be heard, and that sucks that it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's terrible, bro. But at the same time, you know what I mean? I feel, like you said, I feel like we've just been talking about this so much every week. It's like every episode, every week is pretty much got something to do with a topic like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's very sensitive.
Crazy thing about it is, like, this not even how when we started doing this. You feel me? Wasn't really. It's not really. We talked about certain things, but we didn't really talk about certain things. You know what I mean, but then when you realize you really focus on certain topics, you really see what's going on, and shit just be right in front of your face, man. And it doesn't have enough of an outlet, bro. It doesn't have. So I want us to be a part of the outlets that gets some of these points across. You feel me? Because the major news, the major people, they're not going to tell you certain things, and how some people sometimes you just want to hear the frustration. You don't want to hear the, oh man, this happened, but we should really do this. Nah, sometimes you just want to hear a nigga vent about how you really feel inside, how you may be sitting there in your couch feeling about a situation, but you don't really hear it. Sometimes you just need to hear somebody tell you the truth. Sometimes you need to
Now that's
stop
a
hearing
fact.
lies. Sometimes you just need to hear the truth. You know what I mean? And that's just that. I just want to be one of those, one of those kind of, I mean, one of those outlets for people. People come here, they want to hear some real shit, how we really feel about this situation. I want to be that. You feel me? I want y'all to know that you're gonna get the real shit right here. You feel me? So make sure y'all tune to this shit right here. I mean, this is real shit. It's nothing for me to
That's a
speak
fact.
the truth. You feel me? I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna come here and tell you some fuckery, tell you some bullshit. Whatever. This is real life. You feel me? This is shit that people are really dealing with on a daily basis. On a daily pay, people are going through pain right now as we sit here. I mean, and type pain that like certain people don't understand. Like, listen, man, there is discrimination. You feel me? There is racism. This is real life we're living in. We can't just act like everything is all fucking rainbows and motherfucking Jolly Ranchers. No, it's not. It's really not. You feel me? Like,
Nah,
it's some of that. You got some candy in there. Yeah, some shit is sweet, but it's not really sweet though. It's not really
it's
sweet.
not.
You feel me?
It's
As
not.
an overall picture, it's not really sweet. You feel me? Like, so yeah, this is real life. You feel me? So I just want to put the
I
point
be
of
walking like I be walking around like this, like so many days, just like but you just like think about everything. You're just like, damn, yo, like it's such a reoccurring bad dream. You're like, fuck, like,
trauma.
is it ever
Trauma
gonna
is real.
end? You ever break? You know what I mean?
Trauma. That's all I'm going to say. You feel me? And a lot of people don't even realize that trauma is. Some people been having trauma their whole life, and they don't even realize what trauma. They don't even know what the word trauma is. They don't know what that shit means, bro. A lot of
That's a
people
fact.
have been through some shit that traumatized them to this day. Where just a little, like, bro, I remember just bringing a scenario. The first time I ever got jumped, right? Like, I'm not gonna get too deep into the whatever, but just to get the point that I'm trying to get across. First time I ever got jumped, every time there's nobody that could have walked behind me. There's nothing that there's no. Every time a car was behind me, I was just like, yo, it's just like, yo, I had to look back. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because like when you go through certain situations, it's just like the trauma of certain shit. You feel me? Like connect, like man, listen, man, we survived a lot of things. You feel me? We still here to preach, and we still here to see what we got to say. So with that being said, though, man, we're gonna move on to another topic real quick. So another topic for the day: two gang members released 1,000 roaches into a restaurant due to unpaid debt, which is a crazy story. Now, me and we just gonna lighten the situation real quick. So yeah, so according to our sources, 4 men and 1 woman have been taken into custody for participating in the incident. The two guys that went into the restaurant in all black, they threw the bugs in and they ran out. Did you hear about the situation at all?
Yeah, so I briefly heard about it. I didn't like look into it. now that I got a little explanation on it, it's like I'm trying to figure out. So the restaurant owners owed the gang members money, so they released roaches in there, I guess, to fuck up the business. I mean, if that's the case, I don't really see how that's really going to help anything. If anything, that's just going to close down a restaurant. Nobody's going to get any money, so that's kind of counteractive to what the fuck they should do. But you know, for people to do that, um, I really don't have no words on it. I really don't have no words on that because honestly, like, I mean, people handle debt differently. Like they got bookies and shit. Like when debt comes, like it could be $50 or $500. Everybody does something different when it comes to their money. So like I don't know how that whole situation was orchestrated or whatever happened. I just know the whole release net of roaches was kind of. I don't know. You could have went about that a little differently. In my book, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I feel about that situation.
So I'm guessing this is like extortion. Hey man, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they own money, but I'm just not past the fact that on all my sources they saying 1,000 roaches. Like, what y'all get? Like, how y'all know it's 1,000 exactly? That's like what? That's what I'm still stuck at. Like, how you know it's 1,000? How was it 998? Like how you know it's 1,000? That's the first thing. So
Well,
I
maybe they was
know it's
counting.
a
Maybe
thousand
they
roaches.
had a roach counter.
And
They
they
had a roach
toss that
counter.
shit like a drive by, and then they out of there. They come in there, quick roach bar. You feel me? Like fume box, fume, we out. You feel me? And they drop the roaches. So I'm guessing that was supposed to shut the business down, whatever. I'm like, listen now. That shit can't shut your business down. You feel me? Like if they
That's
got a
what I'm bringing
thousand
that back
roaches in
to.
there, I'm saying, bro. That I don't. Maybe y'all. Maybe y'all might not have got all them roaches. I'm saying. I know a couple of them bad
Roaches.
boys. A few of them bad boys got away. That's all I'm saying, bro. Know what I mean? So
Oh, a couple of them definitely chilling.
that's a
100%.
fact. You know what I mean? They somewhere right
100%.
now.
Yeah,
Multiplying. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
drinking milk.
I'm telling
They
you right
getting
now.
in it.
You feel me? And it was a restaurant. You feel me? That turkey that you probably forgot that's under the it's right there right now. You feel me? Right on top of that bitch. I'm telling you, bro. You feel me? Like, so you gotta be careful with that kind of shit, man. Like, man, I don't know if y'all borrowing money from gang members or what's going on. Y'all got established businesses. Y'all can't be out here borrowing money from gang members.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm keep real, like, I cut the roaches. Like, just, I mean, 1,000 roaches. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them brothers chilling, drinking milk somewhere right now. Like, they ain't even.
Quick sips.
I don't. Who reported that shit? TMG.
A few sources. TMZ was one of them. You feel me? Like, it's a few of them though. You know what I mean?
So they sat there and they counted all 1,000 roaches.
Every single source said 1,000 roaches exactly. None of them said 999 or around 1,000 or nearly. All of them said 1,000 roaches on the dot, as if like, you know what I mean? Like, well, hey, who knows?
I would have said 997.50, but whatever they want to say, if that
Hey,
sounds
man,
good,
all I
that's
know is
good.
that there's no way you're gonna have that much roaches, throw that bitch, and all them bitches is getting out. Like some of the bitches getting away, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like some of the bitches in there right now, call the exterminator. But yeah, we gonna move into this next topic with my boy Tempo. If I'm letting him get into his thing, you feel me? Then we'll get to one more topic. We'll let y'all get up out of here and handle y'all day, man. You feel me? Tempo.
Uh, Yo, real quick, I know y'all said it was Mother's Day and stuff like that. I just wanted to real quick just touch on that real quick. So for every mother out there, first and foremost, happy belated Mother's Day to every mother that's up there right now. Y'all are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all, there would be no us. We appreciate y'all. Um, so Mother's Day was founded in 1912. This lady just wanted to honor her mother. You know, her name was Anna. Her mom's name was Anne, but she wanted to honor her mom in 1912, which was something just something that was just supposed to be like kind of intimate, kind of just let her know how she loved her and she cared about her and stuff like that. Like 1914, shit went viral, got big. Like she kind of got a little upset because that wasn't really her what she wanted to do it for. You know what I mean? She didn't want to make it a glorified thing, but it became a glorified thing. And that's when everything started kind of coming into fruition. In 1800, they tried it a couple times. It didn't really work. They really weren't able to get something national to become a day to honor mothers, but and it made it work. So shouts to her because without her, there wouldn't have been a day to nationally honor every mother that's give birth. I mean, that's a thing. That's a big it's a big vibe. Shouts to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And shouts to the mothers that are raising daughters. Shouts to mothers that are raising strong kings. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely did a good job over here. I mean, I knew you on that day. But other than that, you know what I mean? I just wanted to really touch on, how we need to have focal points. Like, I feel like a lot of us have ideas, right? Like, bro, like a bunch of like, man, I want to go today. I want to do this, and that, and then tomorrow I want to do this, and that. And I realize myself, and I say that because me myself, I'm one of those people that I always have a million ideas all the time, and I realize that my ideas really like come to life a little bit more when I focus on one and like at a time, or maybe two at a time, where I could kind of really like gather all the information, take time to study it, get it down, you know what I mean, and put the steps into motion. Like I try, you know what I mean, I try to do 4 or 5 things at a time. It's like, and I'm not saying that's everybody, because some people could do that. Some people have that skill to be able to multitask in that way. You know what I'm saying? But when you, for me, like I try to, host shows and make dinner and work a job and then go to the studio and then do this and then do, I try and do like 15 things at a time. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I realize that sometimes you got to slow down. You got to kind of like, you kind of got to focus on what makes the most sense and work on that. You know what I mean? And spread yourself a little wider. You know what I mean? Don't spread yourself thin either. Some people just want to only do 1 or 2 things. I'm not saying put yourself in a box. I'm saying keep yourself in a creative bubble, but like don't expand your bubble too much too fast. If you blow a bubble up too fast, you don't even get to see the moment before it pops. You know what I'm saying? You're just blowing them up and then boop, pop. You ain't even know what happened. You take your time blowing that bubble. Eventually, you're going to see that it's getting too big, and you're going to have to stop for a little bit before the shit pops. So just sometimes take time, man. Check it out, keep it. Okay, this is good. All right, this is good. All right, so now I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? And yeah, and I was speaking that personal experience. Just because sometimes, I feel like I'm doing the most. And there's a lot of artists out there and a lot of people that are viewing this that I hope get to watch this that see that like that. Sometimes it's just like it really is like you might think to yourself you doing it all good, but sometimes it takes you hearing it from somebody else, to really make it come to mind that maybe you need to take, maybe you need to slow down. So like I'll probably watch this later on and be like, yeah. Now I hear it and I'm like, I realize what I need to do. So just take heed to it, and try and apply it to your life. But I mean, that's just personally how I feel about that. I mean, guys, how do you feel about that?
That's real.
Like just having like a focal point is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you can have multiple ideas, but a focal point, like one goal that you focus on, that you push till you reach that goal. You know what I mean? And in the meantime, you can try some other shit, but like your main focus you should always have one focal point, one thing that you want to do the most, and do that to the best of your abilities. You know what I mean?
That's facts. Well, really, once you find what you want to do, I mean, it may not be what you end up doing, but as long as you have that focus on what you're trying to do at the moment, whatever it is, your current goal, your current main objective, whatever you're trying to do, everything that goes around it, you feel me? Like, because the way I look at myself is like, I started off not even knowing what the fuck I wanted to do. Like, I just started off wanting to do something that was going to get me away from what the fuck I was doing, because that shit was not working out for me. Know what I'm saying? So I always had a passion for music. So I always wanted to do something with music, but not know what I wanted to do. I would even start a rapper. I used to be a rapper. Feel me? I used to actually like, that's before everybody was rapping and all this other shit was going on. You feel me? Like, and I used to be like more like a casty freestyle type nigga. You feel me? I was one of the niggas that I'll pull up, boom, boom, and I start dropping shit to the point when they be like, oh, that shit was written, but it was never written though. Now I'm saying like, oh, you wrote that shit. I never write that shit though. Now I mean, shit like that. And then when I did write, it was a problem. Cause I was one of them niggas that when I wrote it was some shit where it's like, I mean, like, because I feel like when you get the time to write down whatever it is, you get more quality music. Maybe that's something that the game is missing when you think about it. When I think about that now, because everybody be like, "Oh, I just wrote this shit in 10 minutes," but then at the end of the day, it'd be a basic ass song. I mean, maybe creativity is missing from the game. Maybe the creativity of actually writing your shit down. You feel me? Because to this day, pen and paper is still one of your best. Some pen and paper is better than your notes in your pad. Sometimes you can write some shit down and go back to it and go back and look over it. For some reason, I still prefer that. Now I mean, but maybe that's what's lacking in the music industry. Like maybe because niggas want to go into shit and I don't write no more, man. You feel me? But I'm popping pills. I'm singing on shit. You don't remember the fuck you ain't like you don't write, but you making songs in this amount of time. Not everything. That's why shit don't last. And I mean, we don't have the creativity behind the music anymore. Now I mean, like when I think about shit like that, because like, hey, maybe that could be an option. That could be an option. Yeah. With that being said, unfortunately, that's all the time we have here on the Good Company Podcast. I am DJ Guys, New Jersey. I'm live right here with Tempo to God. before we get up out of here, I want to say Happy Mother's Day once more. You feel me? I know it was yesterday, but still, Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful black mothers, all the beautiful single mothers, all the beautiful mothers in general. Period. You are beautiful. We love you. Hold
Love you.
strong. You feel me? Your kids love you. Your kids need you. No matter
Right.
what's going on, understand that you are the guiding figure in your kids' life. You mean so much to them, and all the love that you put into them, you're going to receive that right back. But just don't forget to put the love and get that extra kiss at night. Know what I mean, let them know how much you love them. Let them know that. Don't ever forget that. Let them know how much you love them. That's one thing. That's all I got to say to my ladies out there, man. Stay beautiful, stay sexy. Tempo, any words you got to say before we get up out of here?
Real quick, just moment of silence for all the mothers that couldn't be here to celebrate this Mother's Day for her this year. Shouts to all the mothers this year that were able to make it to this year. You know what I mean? Shouts to all the new mothers, all the expecting mothers. Yo, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a man, I know that the mother's love is just like it's different. You know what I'm saying? So for all you mothers out there raising young kings, like yo, just it's gonna get hard. You know what I'm saying? But like you just gotta love them harder. You know what I'm saying? Every time that they reject you, love them harder because if you don't love them, the streets gonna love them.
Now the streets
And
not gonna love them. You feel me? The
you know what I'm
streets gonna
saying?
trick them. They gonna get tricked by the streets because they need that love that they can't get here. So just gonna get them a feeling of love that they felt like they needed. But at the end of the day, the streets don't ever love nobody. So you getting tricked. You find out years later that you done made some stupid, horrible decisions that I probably should never did this. Please don't let that happen to your kid. Please give them
Just
the
love
love
them
that they
now,
need
man.
now.
Love
Yeah.
them now because like if you don't love them now, man, like and they turn that other cheek. By the time they get old enough to be influenced by anything, you don't want it to be nothing but your love, like because
Right.
you know a mother's participation, especially in the son's life, is very important, and it reflects a lot on how he is towards his kids and his significance and everything. Like so, you train them young, man, and fathers too. Shit, like all family, parents. You're like y'all are important in kids' lives. Like please just make sure that no matter what, like no matter how hard the road might get and how tough it might be, like stay on them. You know what I'm saying? Like and keep focus on that shit because you're just gonna be better for it. You know what I mean? And for anybody going through anything right now that might need to see the show, like yo, just the storm is over. You know what I'm saying? Like sooner than later, the better days are gonna come. Just keep looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, keep positive vibes, yo, and always keep good company.
Facts. Always keep good company. Um. Yeah. So this of course this is for the ladies. So my ladies out there, my mothers, the fellas, we will have our day. It is coming. Don't worry about it. We have a
Oh, it's
righteous day.
coming.
It's gonna be a righteous day. Okay, it's gonna be a righteous day. But today is a ladies' day. The mothers of these fine young generation that we have in growing up right now. That we need these young sisters, these young brothers, these young souls to learn that the world out here
Ain't no joke.
it's gonna lead you down a lot of mysterious, a lot of interesting, intriguing roads. But listen, if you teach them to love at home, they don't have to go out here looking for none of that. Cause
Mm-hmm.
mommy and daddy right there. You know what I'm saying? So whatever questions that they might not that they might have, you have two people at home that's gonna take care of them. So they don't have to go out there to go find out what's gonna happen when this happen. Or what's going to happen if I do this? They don't gotta go out there to find out why. Cause daddy right here. Don't hop in nobody's stranger car. Mommy right here. Don't talk to strangers. Little shit like that goes a long way. And you gotta do it. You gotta do it early. You can't come to your kid life at 10, 11, 12 trying to put down laws and all this shit because they already developed in a certain way where all the things that they learned from preschool all the way up to first, second, third, that is vital. Those are vital. That's a vital area in a kid's life when they start transitioning and start changing into growing. I mean, so make sure we're there for our kids because that's very important. And RIP to all the people that couldn't make it or is not able to. That would love to. That if they were allowed, they would do it, but they're not. They're not here to do it. Know what I mean, so RIP to y'all, and I mean, y'all just hold it down, man. Make sure you give your mother the love that she need. You feel me? Just reciprocate that energy. You feel me? She put all the love, her time, things that you don't even know that she been through for you. She been through it. Trust me. So just give her that time. It's one day. You feel me? That we love our mothers on a daily basis, but it's one day to make it extra special. So make it extra
Yeah.
special. Know what I mean, so yeah, with
Shouts to
that,
Jordan Lucas because he's the one that said like, you know what I'm saying, this is the realest shit that I heard from a rapper in a while. You know what I mean? Like, yo, give them their flowers while they're still alive. Like, give them their flowers while you can, man, because you don't want to just be putting flowers on their tombstone. You know what I'm saying? It might be the last time you could give somebody some flowers. You better
And
give
at
them
the
their
end of the
flowers.
day, that's gonna hurt you the most. When they're gone, you're gonna be hurt the most out of everybody. Anybody could be hurt because you know you when they were alive, what you could have did, you didn't do it. That phone call you
Mm-hmm.
could have made, but you didn't do it. Whatever it is, but now they're gone. Their pain is taken away. You from there in a better place, but you're stuck here with the pain and the knowledge of knowing that what you could have did, but you didn't do. So don't have that. Feel me? Let's not leave any regret. Let's love our parents. Let's love our kids while we're here, right? So with that being said, I am DJ Guys, the Prince of New Jersey. I'm not right here with Tempo to God, and we are good company, baby. Peace.